morning, Solid Steppers. It's Miss Ward coming to you Monday morning here in South Florida. Headed to Marcone to meet up with my sub. We got parts to return, parts to pick up, and time to roll out and get it done. Got 5 jobs today. We're going to knock them out quickly. And we'll probably add 2 or 3 more that come in during the day. Had an opportunity to take care of all my Old Republic invoices this morning, get all my Zoom meetings emailed to the staff and to my business partners and executive assistant. So everything's going well. Trying to just monitor me and keep me in order right now. My ankle's healing, thank God. It's steadily becoming better and better every day. I'm just trying to do my part and make sure I take care of me. And once again, that's always key, guys. When you're the nucleus, you know what you got to do. You got to maintain you at the optimum mentally, spiritually, and physically. Are you doing that? Do you have your rituals in place? Do you get up at a certain time every morning? Do you take time to meditate, pray, or whatever works for you? The key is one thing we have to understand is that we might act like machines, but we're not machines. You got to invest in you mentally, spiritually, and physically. So I've done that this morning. I've picked up some additional courses to enhance myself and my brand. I'm constantly improving, and I strongly recommend that's something you do. So today, we're going to continue the conversation about managing subcontractors. You know, it is your job to get the maximum resource and maximum out of every contractor you have. Now, because these are people, they have different personalities, they work differently under different environments. Your job is to make sure they're successful and that they achieve whatever you send them to achieve. Now, I had an issue this weekend where I sent a contractor out last week to handle a couple of jobs. And after one job, he did a dishwasher. Customer called me, told me the dishwasher was leaking. At the time, the contractor told me he could not secure it. So, no problem. I went out. The contractor made a commitment to go on Sunday and wrap it up, but he had some personal issues to handle. And so I had to go do it. The beautiful thing about being in a business, make sure whatever you're taking on, if something goes left, you have an option or a way to get it resolved without being dependent on someone. This is one reason why I'm not a big proponent of employees, because with employees, it's almost like hiring children. You know, you're going to have to nurture them to a certain level. Now, when you have the time and the ability and the resources to do that, that's great. But when you're starting out, you want to develop partnerships with people that you don't have to babysit. Also, you got to realize each subcontracting partnership is different. For instance, I have subcontractors I deal with that I don't have to babysit. I don't question what they do because they've been doing it longer than me, and they have their own businesses, so they're going to go in. Now, usually they always reprimand me because of the subs I'm using, or if they have to go behind something, or there's a misdiagnosis. But the whole reason why I have them is because I don't know everything, and the people I work with don't know everything. So it's nice to always have someone that can bring a wealth of knowledge and to the table and help you out. You have to have humility to be able to have those relationships. And I'm blessed enough to have those relationships with some phenomenal guys. I appreciate each and every one of them. Now, some of them be on some bull because they'll go to the job, and because they don't move the way I do, they'll misinterpret what they see because they don't understand business. See, B2B business is going into a situation and looking out for your people. Most people are so busy and so jaded and so ignorant when it comes to business. They are not clear that when you approach a situation is how you handle it. They go because they're intimidated by customers. They don't know how to go in and take charge. So they'll go into a situation, and my customers are, like I said, 99% of them are high end. So they're going into homes that are in excess of $2-3 million, and the clients are really, really nice. They're really, if the client has some idiosyncrasies, I generally will tell the person going in that. Now, in some cases, I have to just go myself with them and babysit the person on the job simply because they are not accustomed to working in certain environments, which is not my damn issue. An environment is an environment. I choose these environments because of what my business model is. But you would be surprised how many people go in and are intimidated by customers. If you are in control and you know what you're doing, then you never are intimidated. You are never intimidated. You go in, you command respect, and you go in and do the best you can. Now, if you go in there with some BS, that's some other stuff. But if you don't have a clue, like you're supposed to have all this experience, and you go in to one of my customers who I've already laid the groundwork, like anybody that works with me knows that my customers eat out of the palm of my hand simply because of the relationship that I develop with them and the level of trust. The only time that becomes an issue is when someone who is incompetent and insecure, who is not accustomed to dealing with a certain caliber of clientele, go into my situations and drop the ball. And they drop the ball because, first of all, they show up in a raggedy ass vehicle. They show up not in a real uniform. They show up compromised, which is why I don't do business with certain people. It just is what it is. That is not the image I want to present. And then on top of that, anybody that knows me knows I have multiple vehicles and multiple vans. So if there's an issue where your vehicle is out of commission, you can always use one of mine. But like I said, I don't have these conversations with everybody because everybody ain't worthy. And you'll realize that you can't bring everybody to the party and to the table because they are not at that level, and nor are they interested in being at that level. They're okay being substandard, so leave them there. And when you understand that in life and business, then you move forward. Because part of the problem is we want to bring every damn body with us, and everyone is not meant to go. If anything, they will hold you back and be an albatross around your neck, which is why I don't talk to certain people. I don't deal in certain circles, because at the end of the day, you try to show them the light, they want to stay stupid. So let them stay there. Ain't nothing I can do for you. As I float to the top and other stratospheres, you know, it just is what it is. And when you understand that, you just answer the call and move on. There are big, big things happening, but to me, they're not big. They're just par for the course. I mean, they're par for the course. And when you understand that, you realize you move accordingly. Leave the mess behind. Anybody that knows me and has watched my trajectory, they're very clear that I am very clear about my moves and my strategies. And I have sacrificed certain things that people would consider luxuries and comfort. And I've foregone those things it's called delayed gratification, for what I know I'm building for the future. And when you understand that, you just shut up, put your head down, and grind. It's just like no other way I can explain this. It's like, it just amazes me that people have no clue about what true growth is and true development. They're so busy wallowing in their own personal traumatic experiences that have handicapped them the rest of their life. It's insane to me. But it is what it is. You know, you can't re-raise grown folks, and you hear me say that all the time. And I have no interest in doing so. If you can't do the damn job, somebody else will. And thank you for letting me know early enough so I can cut ties. I just don't have time, man. For real. Everybody want to do something, but they half-ass doing it. And then when they put on certain situations and events, you show up and it's some BS. And you charge people good money for that. That's crazy to me. But at the end of the day, you got me once, Shaz. Might didn't get me twice, but you won't get me no more. And that's how I see it. So I move my way in my circle with my crew who celebrate who I am. Remember, people, don't go where you're tolerated. Go where you're celebrated. And with that said, like I said, manage your situations and your people accordingly. If you want to win, you're going to have to get with winners. If you want to stay stagnant or slide back, keep hanging around these people who talking about it ain't being about it, who don't have consistency, who don't have goals, who don't have anything that shows their growth and development. And see what it gets you. You're going to be just like them. I don't understand it, y'all. But today is Monday, so I suggest you get out here and get it on a consistent basis. With that said, I'm going to sign off and get my focus on, because it's time for me to be the boss that I am. Be blessed. Have a great day, y'all.